think we got it. I think. Hello? Hello? Are we live? Yeah, no, I see. Yeah. Okay. I'm here. Yes. Okay, so I just want to point out. I wasn't late, Andy. I didn't mean to be late. Basically, I don't know why my OBS sometimes it just shits itself for like no reason whatsoever. So basically what happened is it's reset all of its settings, and then it switched my stream encoder to my CPU, not my GPU. So I just started streaming like on time 10 minutes ago, and then everything on my PC started like just coping. Like my game was stuttering. Some video I had playing was stuttering as well. All of it was just coping. Like I don't use the word coping lightly, but my PC was actually coping. Like it was fighting for its life. And then I thought, okay, this is really bad, because what I did last night is I took my PC apart and I've put 3 SSDs in there. Because what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you can see it there. That's my new PC. That's the PC I'm going to use as my main PC. It is enormous. Look at this. This is me. This is me next to new PC. This thing is enormous. It is huge. Like the one I've got here, like below, it's like a little baby. But yeah, basically, the plan is I'm going to have that PC be my my gaming PC. And then I'm going to have the other PC be my streaming PC. So, because what I want to do is, okay, one thing I've noticed with this PC, so you know how I said what I wanted to do is like stream a game, right? And then put it on the main channel? Like I'm going to collect footage for a review. At the minute, I can't do that because this PC I've got right now is really good. It's got like a 3080 or something like that, and it's got some like really good Ryzen motherboard or something. The problem with it is if I play a game while I'm streaming in 2K and recording in 2K, the CPU usually shits itself. It can't cope. So I've got another PC that's going to be the one I actually game on, so I'll be able to run everything in like, you know, top settings, all that kind of stuff, and then I can actually record footage that's going to be fed into my current PC. So I had to get like a capture card and hook them all up and stuff. That PC, I have to make a concession. I have to make a little concession. I did buy it pre-built. I'm a coward. The only thing it doesn't have in it is the graphics card, because I couldn't buy that from the website. So I bought the graphics card separately, and I'm going to stick it in eventually. The graphics card's actually sat on top. Do you want me to show you? Let me hang on, actually. I just want to see my stream because I can see it on the viewfinder, but it's really compressed. I just hope it doesn't actually look like that. No, it looks crispy. It looks crispy. Okay, baby stream. Yeah, it looks crispy. All right. Yeah, let me show you the card. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a delay. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. This is the 3090, or is it 3090 Ti? I don't think the 3090 Ti is actually out yet. But yeah, this thing is going to go on my PC. And there will be some like because you know the amount of streams I've played, right? And it's ran like shit, like The Forest, all that other stuff. I'm sick of it, man. I'm so sick of it. So now we have this, and it's gonna run like baby. It's gonna run like butter. Yeah, it is not It is not hyperbolic when I say I am excited. I'm super excited. Okay, what else could I do right now? Let me let a dono in. I want to see if the sounds actually worked for the donos. I fucking pray it has. Please, or I got to manually hook that up again. Hang on, let's try it.
Griddy bitch Della here.
Oh my god.
I
Thank God.
asked you to hit the Griddy today or stop being a Jinx clone.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, you know what, Della, you've gave me like 100 quid right now. How do you do the Griddy? How do you do it? Is it that one? The Fortnite one? Alright. You know what, fun. Fun. You know what? You know what we'll do? I'm so sick of being asked to hit the fucking Griddy. I'm so sick of it, so we're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it so you can never ask me ever again. Okay? Alright, let me, okay. Is that Kai Sennett that's doing that?
Today I'm gonna show you guys how to Griddy in 2023.
Oh no.
Hold on. Blah. First step to getting this.
That's too long. It's gotta be like, it literally has to be like 30 seconds or it's too long. How do you actually, whatever, sure.
Today I'm gonna show you guys how to Griddy in 2023. Hold on.
Okay.
Blah. First step to getting this Griddy right, tight, and slight, you know what I'm saying, is you wanna swing your arms, right? Back and forth. This should be the easiest thing you do in your life, you feel me? Right? So, next step, you wanna step with your right leg on your heel.
Alright. I'm gonna try it.
Today I'm gonna show you guys how to Griddy in 2023. Hold on. Blah. First step to getting this Griddy right, tight, and slight, you know what I'm saying, is you want to swing your arms, right? Back and forth. This should be the easiest
I can't get my head in the camera.
thing you do in your life, you feel me? Right? So, next step, you want to step with your right leg on your heel. You want to roll through your entire foot. So you're going, whoom.
Okay, so walking.
Whoom, right? You want to roll through your entire foot. So your foot should be going heel into the toe, heel into the toe. Really easy, you feel me? Right? So, right foot,
walking, bro.
right? Not the left, the right. You're going to walk. You're just going to act like you're walking, right? Act like you're walking. But you're going to over-exaggerate that walk, right?
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay.
when you're griddying, you're going to act like you're doing a little gallop. You know, like a horse, you know.
That's like...
Same thing, right? But you're going to be doing it on your heel, right? So let's add the arm swing into the Griddy, right? So with this right leg, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. That's slow, right? But when you start picking up the tempo, you're going to start to see the similarities of the Griddy, right? Make sure you time this right now. Let's do it one more time. Same way. We're going ooh, 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 right? It's starting to look like something, right? Now, if I speed it up, you know what I'm saying? Watch how it looks. Right? We're looking like something. We're looking like something. Now, if I do it facing y'all,
Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right?
it looks like something. You feel me? So now here's the tricky part that
bend?
everyone gets
What, like
wrong,
that?
right? First of all,
I
a
look
lot
like
of
a
y'all,
fucking
when I
chicken
do
when I
this
do that.
Griddy, I be seeing y'all videos. Y'all be sending it to my Instagram. Make sure to follow it down below and send me your Griddy so I can give you some advice on how to do it better, right? You guys do not bend your legs. Don't bend your leg all the way like this, like you're trying to do a dookie. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get
Bend it slightly. You know what I'm saying? A little slight, like 25 degrees. You feel me? Not the weather. 25 degrees bend, right?
Someone in chat said I'm moving like Minecraft Steve.
And you're gonna do the same thing, right? 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get there, right? But now we gotta add the little skip that they be doing, the little, you know what I'm saying? That little part. This is where it gets confusing as well, right? When you are doing this part, we're gonna call it the skip or the gallop, whatever you wanna call it, right? You wanna put your left foot down first, right? So you're going left, and you're gonna skid your right heel on the floor. So you're gonna go and 2. So you're skidding. I'm going, hitting the heel on the floor, boom, step, right? And now when I switch to my left leg, right, my right foot is in the front, I'm doing heel tap on the left leg, boom, down. right? So I'm skidding across the floor. I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? I'm not doing it so big. I'm not going.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Make it
I'm
very,
not doing
very
that.
small,
Fuck off.
right? So if I'm starting with my left foot, I'm going and 1.
I feel like he's calling me out.
2 and 3 and 4. Realize how my leg is bent, right? Now, if I do it with no arms, this is what it looks like. You're doing the gritty, right? Now, if I add the arms, look what happens.
Why is there skull emojis in chat? Why is there skull emojis?
You know what I'm saying? It might sound annoying to your ear because you got all these sound effects going on at the same time. But hey, man, if y'all trying to get y'all gritty right, y'all got to do it the right way. So you should hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8,
it literally
right?
is just
the
this,
key
by
to
the
the
way.
gritty
Like, I don't.
is make the
Isn't it
steps
just-
as
it's
little
just-
as
it's just
possible
this.
and add your sauce, your
That's all
arms
you
up.
do is just
Don't
this.
be over here doing it with no arms because it's gonna look weird. It's gonna look weird. You know what I'm saying? Don't you gotta sauce it up a little bit. You know?
What the fuck is? What is this?
You want to do it
What
side
is
to side?
this? When
It's
did
the
this
same
like?
thing. Side to side, you
expert
just
level move
skidding
come in?
side to side, right? So you can go left, skid, skid, skid. So whatever leg you're not stepping on, right? So for example, if you're stepping on the left leg first, the opposite leg is gonna skid, and then you step
That is
out.
it. You just do
okay?
that move
If you
back
want to
and
do it
forth.
sideways, so you're going and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, right? When you are skidding,
you're, like,
it don't
kicking
matter
it
if
and
you're
then
going forward,
kick it and then
backwards,
you lower it.
sideways, lopsided. You're skidding on your heel. This is your heel. So one more time, from step 1, you're gonna exaggerate your steps, right? Act like you're stepping on your heel first. So you're gonna walk.
And then you
Walk.
lower it, then you kick, and then you
Walk.
lower.
Walk, right? Make sure
Yeah.
you're bending your legs. If you're not bending your legs, your gritty's gonna look like.
Wait. Was he calling me out? Was he wait. Was that a bad example? Is that just said how you don't do?
We don't want that, okay? We don't want that. Make sure you're bending your legs. If you're not bending your legs, your gritty's gonna look like.
Nah, this sucks.
We don't want.
This sucks. Literally rigged. Just rigged. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. Bro, you got hidden talent, fire emoji, keep it hidden. You know what? Della has been giving me like over $200 at this point. I felt like I had to do it. Call me Michael in. Thank you for 8 months. In 2 days, I'm going to be 21. Unlucky. I mean, I don't feel like it was that bad. I think it was pretty alright. The fuck was that? Never do that again. Never do that again. That's probably...
Now let's do the Pyrocynical gritty to Fatty Wop 1738. I said, hi, what's up, Hella?
That's probably the saddest comment I've seen. Never do that again. Thank you, Truck Freak, for joining. I don't think it was that... I personally don't think it was that bad. It was probably like a 7 out of 10. Thank you, Dankly Weebs, for 6 months. How can you be...
Pyro play Silent Hill 2. You have the blonde hair, you could literally dress up like James for the stream or you.
Thank you, Dirty Sniper, for the 5 gifted. I genuinely do not see what was wrong with it.
Rage Pyro stream. Why'd you fall off for a second?
I don't see what was wrong with that, personally.
Hey Pyro, I watched some of the videos you made talking about Gary's mod, and I was wondering if you have heard that Gary Newman is making a sort of sequel to it called Spox, Sandbox made on Source 2. The same engine branch Half-Life Alyx uses.
What, the S&P bot?
The
Oh, wait, the
Industrial
sandbox.
Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race.
S&P bot? Oh, wait. Wait, I'm just checking my stream. Is it lagging?
I have to be honest. I definitely wasn't expecting to see Pyro learning to gritty when I saw the stream pop up. Great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you.
Literally being bullied.
You look like you're animated in SFM. Not Pyro proving the stereotype right, Lamau. Gritty bitch Stella here. I am finally happy to have seen you redeem that dog ass Gritty you did the bed stream. I now demand you to play Tribal Hunter or stop being a Ginks clone. Did you see the new news from TF2? It got ported to VR.
TF2's in VR?
Can you please do a speedrun of anything? I've donated enough of my life and money to ask for my father to smile from prison. I'd pay hundreds to watch Thick DS3 do a speedrun. The head money waste drop main channel video squag.
This is the funniest shit ever. Thanks for hitting the gritty, Pyro.
I thought it was fun. I genuinely, personally, thought it was fun. Chat, is the stream running smooth or not? Is it running smooth? Because my CPU's like still kind of shitting itself at the minute. Five FPS. It says excellent connection though. It's good, it's smooth. The stream is running bad. Okay. Oh. Oh. Right. I got some videos lined up. It's gonna be a bit of a React Andy stream today, I think. I do honestly, I've been doing a bit of a deep dive on TikTok at the minute. And what I've found is quite hilarious. It's all good, no stuttering, full frames. Okay. I just asked my mods if the stream's running well, because on OBS it's running like butter, but then on the actual YouTube preview it's running like absolute shit. But I think it's doing that just to kind of save some data. Yeah, I put 3 SSDs into my PC today. It's like a 4 terabyte stick and then 2 8 terabyte boxes. Because I was going to save all the streaming footage on there. It's like Dream having his own Minecraft server. But I think putting in all those has actually kind of messed up the motherboard a little bit.
Gritty bitch Stella here. I will now proceed to draw you hitting the worst gritty imaginable. Be scared smiles.
That's why I didn't want to do it.
The TF2 VR game is a mod for another game. But it's all custom game modes from TF2 from the game contractors. For more info watch AB147's video on TF2 in VR. Don't let the hatters get you down, Pyro. You got what we call in the industry that white boy flow.
It was quite devious. Right. I want to show you guys something today that has confused me. Confuddled me quite a little bit. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. So shit. How do I... Hang on. Okay. So, I don't know if one day we will get the community sent TikTok stream. Oh yeah, I still need to do that. I might do that the weekend. I mean, I'm off to Sweden in a couple days. So maybe then. Wait, Too Mad? Is Too Mad in chat? Or are you just saying Too Mad? Too Mad spying on me? Doesn't he do that every stream? He just watches other streamers and then ends abruptly. Blade. Okay. So I got recommended this this TikTok account when I was scrolling the other day. I have no idea what is going on. It is just the most scuffed situation I've ever seen in my life. So this is a guy who went from like 6 followers to nearly 100,000 in a single day. And as you can see, this is all he's posted. Because usually to get like 100k...
Have you considered reviewing Grey? It's not as long as Cry of Fear, but the story and subject would make an interesting video.
I haven't heard of Grey. Thank you for the 10, Louise. But yeah, basically, this guy was arrested by police in America. I know. Truly shocking. Truly shocking that there was a confrontation with police in America. It's amazing. But this confrontation is one of the worst I've ever seen. And it's not awkward. It's not cringe. It's just really weird. It makes you think that it's like a staged video. I mean, I don't know if you can see from the thumbnail here, but this police riot shield that he's got, like, you know, up in the guy's face, it doesn't even look like a real riot shield. It looks like a prop. It looks like a prop from like a school play or something. So that made me think it's fake. But that being said, 18 gorillion views. That is a lot. That is a lot for a TikTok. That is basically like what some of the biggest creators on the platform have. Not 1 to 2. Yeah, cardboard shield. It looks like it's cardboard. But yeah, okay, so this is going to be a bit of an ARG, right? Like Petscop. We're basically going to have to build the narrative for ourselves because there is so much context missing here. It is laughable. So it's going to be like Dora the Explorer, but someone gets arrested.
Come on, man. Whoa, what the fuck, man?
So he's got the caption, right? Cops arresting me for blowing up 7-Eleven. No chance to even wipe. So I don't know what he means about like blowing up 7-Eleven. Like he's gonna just drop like a fat shit in the toilet or something.
Oh man. Whoa, what the fuck, man?
But I want to point out, look how many police are there for him. This wasn't like 1 or 2 cops and it's like Monster House and they're gonna arrest some kids. This is like a full squad. He's got the riot shield that looks like a 6 Siege like prop. And this guy here, by the way, if no one noticed, that's not even a gun. That's not even a gun. That's a I think, see, people in the comments thought it was a paintball gun. Like the police, you know, their budget is so low they're using paintball guns, but it's a real thing. I think it's called a bull pepper. Hang on. I think it's called bull pepper. No. Or is it just pepper gun? I don't know. Okay, basically, I know in Ready or Not, there's a gun called the TAC 700, and it's a less than lethal. That's the gun he's using. But I know that that's a real pepper ball. It is pepper ball. There it is. Yeah, pepper ball. So it's a real gun. It does look like it's a paintball gun. I mean, the actual handle and stuff is a real gun, right? It almost looks like it's a modified pistol or something. But obviously, you've just got the big paintball canister up here and the pressurizer. But yeah, like that's real. Like the police do have these. So that everyone pointed to that thinking it was fake. But obviously, that's a real gun that they use.
Toilet now.
What the fuck?
Stand up off the toilet now. Logan, stand up.
What the fuck, man? I'm just...
Stand up. I'm going to give you an opportunity to pull your pants up. And let's get this taken care of. We're done having this discussion, bud. I told you I needed you to come out and chat with me. Now I told you yes, we're going to escalate it, and we're to that point.
Okay, can I wipe my ass, please?
Put the phone down.
Wow.
Put your hand.
So he's just on the toilet. He wants to wipe his ass. So I think he's trying to make the context out being apparently from what I've seen, some people have said he went to the teller, and you know in a lot of stores, right, like convenience stores, you need a code to get into the toilet, right? Or something like that. So he might have gone up and asked for the code, And then he might have said to like the person working there, I'm going to blow this place up. When he probably meant he was going to take a shit. But the person working behind the counter interpreted that as a literal bomb threat and then called the police. But yeah, by the amount of police there, it was pretty serious. I just like the top comment is, bro is holding a paintball gun. Why were you even recording on the toilet? But yeah, there's a lot of context missing here. EDP reference. I was thinking that. I have never known a good experience of someone on like a toilet in like a Taco Bell or a 7-Eleven. Because you got EDP doing it. And now you've got this guy. And he's got like an entire lobby of like ready or not SWAT to take him down.
Come on, man. Whoa, what the fuck, man?
Is this the same video? This is how the TikTok algorithm works, by the way. So he posted the exact same video with no...
I need you to come out and chat with me. Now I told you we're going to escalate it.
He posted the exact same video twice. No changes apart from follow me for part 2. I like as well how he
Finally
saved...
caught a live stream. Just want to say thanks for all the content you gave
I
me
thank
for
you,
7 years now.
Kanoki,
Can't
for
wait for
joining.
the next big video on the main channel.
Thanks, Goop. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're making strides with Cruelty Squad at the minute. I've hired a 3D animator for Cruelty Squad. It's going to look very good. Very good. But yeah. This is like something straight out of a South Park episode. This is what Daniel Larson thinks happened to me. I'm about to make him do the thug shake. Should have really done the thug shake. What is the thug shake? I don't know what that is. What is the thug shake? Hang on. Can I show this on stream? Can I show that on stream? Okay. You know what? Surprisingly, I can't show that on stream. It's just a guy's bare ass. So yeah, thankfully I thought of the word shake and I was like, it's not Harlem Shake, so this is gonna go down pretty badly. Is every...
Listen to what I'm telling you. So that
Over a warrant?
Oh no, this one's new. This one's new. Okay. But yeah, I like as well how this guy, he has such high IQ. He saved his own video. So he's now got the TikTok watermark on his original video twice. But still 1 million likes. And the original has 2. Where does this take place? Denver. Oh, Colorado. Okay.
Listen to what I'm telling you. So that
Over a warrant?
Because I'm telling you, if this pepper ball gun goes off in there, man, it's not going to make you happy.
Oh, right. No, he did say it's a pepper ball gun. Thank you, Castiel Yeen, for joining. But yeah, it's like, look at this setup. This is literally how I would like coordinate with one of my mates on Ready or Not, how we're going to like breach a room. I'm actually surprised there isn't someone ready just like holding a flashbang or even a Semtex grenade.
Listen to what I'm telling you. So that
Over a warrant?
Because I'm telling you.
Okay, so there was a warrant out for his arrest. So he knew that he was going to be arrested. So that's why he was like recording. I play Rainbow Six knife with the shield. What did bro do? He said he had a warrant. He said he was going to bomb 7-Eleven, but he meant the bathroom toilet. Everyone just thinks it's a paintball gun.
If this paintball gun goes off in there, man, it's not going to make you happy. You understand?
Did they let him finish? I don't think they let him finish. I don't think they let him finish.
So do me the favor of standing up, pulling up your pen.
What is this? They're bringing out like a care package now. They're gonna someone's gonna like get lucky and get the juggernaut skin.
So do me the favor of standing up.
Imagine they just kick it towards him and it starts beeping as well.
Let's get this taken care of, okay? We know who you are. We told you that from the very start.
Oh, they're using it to prop the door open, but yeah, that looks really suspicious, eh? Just they're kicking a random box towards him.
Listen, Logan, you need to do this, bro. 'Cause
I'm scared. I feel endangered and I feel scared. And y'all want to shoot this thing at me? I mean, like, this is perfect.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Please.
Not be scared and not be.
Can I wipe my ass?
You're the one that's scared.
I don't have a gun. I don't have anything. I literally just trying to take a shit.
Imagine like he was just sat on the toilet, right? Taking a shit, and he's like, can I wipe my ass? There's no gun. And then inside the toilet bowl, there's a gun, and he just pulls it out. I mean, it's America, so it wouldn't really surprise me.
So just do what I'm telling you to do and let's get this over with.
Someone in chat has just been like calling out all the flavors of Doritos that are on the shelf next to the cup.
Can I please wipe my ass?
You need to put your phone down.
Well, I have every right to hold my phone.
You need to put your phone down. Look, man, I told you this is just going to escalate. I don't want this to escalate any more than it already is. I don't want that pepper ball gun to go off in there. I don't want you to get hurt. I want you to walk out with us.
What would happen if you fired a pepper ball gun? Does it explode on impact, or is it like a rubber bullet where it bounces? Because like that could imagine he just fires the pepper ball gun and it just one taps like all the cups. When are they gonna call in the UAV to search for the other people in the bathrooms nearby? I mean, they've already got a care package, but yeah, it'd probably just be a UAV.
Please. Can I wipe my ass?
You're the one that's fearful.
I don't have the gun. I don't have anything. I literally.
And you need to pull your pants up, and let's go ahead and move forward with this.
Imagine a cop with a riot shield telling you, you need to pull your pants up and we need to move forward with this. That's like a talk a dad gives to like a disappointed dad gives a talk to their son. Son, you need to pull up your pants and you need to sort your fucking life out. You gotta sort this shit out.
Logan, you're under arrest. Stand up now.
Logan, it's gonna escalate, man. Don't make it escalate.
I'm about to stand. I'm afraid y'all gonna shoot me.
We're not going to if you comply.
To be fair though, this is like, I'm not saying these cops are lenient, but they have gave him so much time. They have gave him so much time. Because I've seen so many videos where a cop is like, get on your knees, please, get on your knees. And then the guy's like, excuse me, what? Taser! So they're actually giving him a fair amount of time for an American police officer. She made him come out without wiping. They could be sued for cruel and unusual punishment. What? What, you think he could have a lawsuit? Oh, yeah, just like he gets up and it's like, Your Honor, there was a warrant out for his arrest because he took 7 hostages in 2011. But you know what? The police dehumanized him. This is like Saul Goodman, you know, representing the guy. The police dehumanized him. They didn't even let him wipe, Your Honor. This actually sounds like a Better Call Saul episode. Like, they're using this as an excuse to get him completely off the hook due to, like, embarrassment or endangerment or something. Your Honor, I'm just saying, my client couldn't even wipe his ass. What if a little turd slipped out and then he slipped on it and broke his neck? That's punitive damages.
This is a pepper ball gun.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Stand up.
Okay.
You are under arrest. Comply.
I've got one more.
Orders. Stand up.
I got one more.
You are under arrest.
So hold on a second.
He's literally going through the motions of having a shit. He's going through the motions.
Okay.
You are under arrest. Comply.
I've got one more.
Orders. Stand up.
I got one more.
You are under arrest.
Bro moaned. Bro moaned.
So hold on a second, please.
Logan, let's go, bro.
Hold on, please. I got one more pin. God damn.
I like how I don't know if you guys noticed, the cop with the paintball gun, he like takes his sights off the guy and he aims it up here, almost like he's that pissed off with the guy that he's not cooperating that he's going to try and do like a ricochet shot.
God damn.
All right, let's go, Logan.
Hold on, so 1 second. It's almost there.
It's almost there, by the way.
We're done.
Dude, I'm almost there. Hold on, please.
Explain this to you.
I've got irritable bowel syndrome, man. Please.
You keep making this
Even his legs shaking.
stuff up, man. It's not
I'm not making it up. Do you not smell my ass?
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. This is just only in America. Only in America. He's a shy pooper. I would be as well if there was 6 police stood in front of me, one with a paintball gun aimed at my nuts.
All right, let's go, Logan.
Someone in chat said, let him cook. Oh, he cooking. I don't think we're going to like what he's cooking, though.
All right, let's go, Logan.
Hold on, so 1 second. It's almost there.
Let's go, Logan.
Dude, I'm almost there. Hold on.
One of the comments is like, this is why I'm still invested. Is this a repeat?
Please don't do it.
Listen, I told you, bro.
Oh, no, it's the same.
Please.
You keep making this stuff up, man. It's not.
I'm not making it up. Do you not smell my
For the love of God, let this man wipe.
ass?
You're not making
Can I please just like have some kind of like wipe? Please don't do it.
Listen, I told you, bro.
Don't do it. Please.
Do you want me to come in and get you, or shoot?
I just want someone to wipe my ass so I don't get shot. Please.
So he now wants one of the police to wipe his ass. This is really... There's been so many twists and turns in this story from this single TikTok account that will probably be removed by the end of today.
Let's go. We're
Have a
listen,
final warning.
if he takes this away from me...
Can I wipe my ass, please? Can I just wipe my ass if I put the phone
Wait. Top comment says bro has pebbles. Please don't tell me he actually shows his shit.
down?
No. Final warning. Stand up now. Put your hands above your head. Walk backwards to us. You are under arrest.
Taking control.
And I'm taking a shit.
You need to come out.
I think he's actually going to stand up. I think he's actually going to stand up. Is he like 7 foot tall? Look how tall he is.
Turn around and walk.
Look, he doesn't even fit under the door frame.
Now.
This guy is, jeez, he's a giant, man. God damn. Oh no! I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to. I don't want to see that. He's like an Enderman. He was so tall.
I've got irritable bowel syndrome, man. Please.
You keep making this stuff up, man. It's not...
I'm not making it up. Do you not smell my ass?
You're not making it...
Well, it's like when he asks, "Do you smell my ass?" And then look at them both nod.
Making it up. Do you not smell my ass?
That is the most wild story I've ever seen. That is so weird. That is so weird. Bro pooped like a rabbit. I mean, it was pellets. I gotta read the comments. Bro had pebbles. Was not expecting Shaq to be on. Yeah, no, that he was so tall though. This is one hell of a public humiliation lawsuit. I mean, not really. The guy was, you know, the guy was basically sat on there goading the police saying, "Come and wipe my ass." Didn't even flush. So true. He gets 5 years. Bro got pebbles in there. They made him walk backwards so they could verify he indeed needed to wipe his ass. Bro was so chill when they got guns pointed at him. And they're like 7 feet tall. Need to know how the court case went. Legend has it that his name is now Skid Marks. Flush the toilet. I mean, after all that, if he goes to reach for the toilet bowl to like flush it, they're probably gonna think he's reaching for a gun. Bro, at least flush. Bro was not lying. I don't know if you guys have noticed, by the way, but TikTok comments, they are funny, but they use the word bro more than me and Leafy use the word literally. It is the word has no meaning anymore. No meaning. Okay. Now, there is someone else I want to show you guys. This is another TikToker. This guy is one of the most disgusting degenerates I have ever seen in my life. And that's coming from me. That is coming from me. So this guy keeps coming up on my feed. He won't go away. He won't leave me alone. So this guy is sharing shed vlogs. And he's an Australian. And he travels all around the world. This guy is insane. He'll be in LA one day, Melbourne the next, and then in London the day after. Check my mirror. Oh, anyway. Hang on. So I've got I want to show you guys some of his videos, but I need to install a plugin that'll actually let me sort the videos from the most viewed. Because his most viewed videos are just complete mental illness. Complete mental illness. Pro behind you. It's the Master Chief from Halo 2. Okay. So I do want to say I'm giving a very apparent trigger warning here. Because this guy's content is very, very bizarre. I've just used the plugin to sort his videos by most viewed. Okay. So again, you can leave anytime you want. You can leave anytime you want. This guy is so bizarre, and every interaction he has is just some of the worst content I've seen. No, I'm not. No, okay. Okay, I do want to point out that isn't all he does. That isn't all he does. He doesn't just blow his nose and then film it, because that wouldn't be very good content.
Sorry, I'm sleeping.
So here's an example, right? So what he does is he travels around the world, but he never pays for anything apart from like the flight, right? So he usually sleeps in like toilets and stuff for free, and the interaction when someone wants to use it the next day.
Sorry, I'm sleeping here. I slept here last night.
Alright, okay.
I slept here last night. I'm homeless.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. I need the toilet.
Sorry. Thank you. It's so cold out here, man. You have to put money in here.
Okay, that's fucking vile.
I'm out here in Perth in Scotland. Why are they shouting?
He's stripping. Steaming.
What does steaming mean?
Very drunk. Yeah, very.
Big up Perth in Scotland, though. Big up Perth in Scotland. Hell yeah. Go. Thank you so much. Yo, they're still shouting. What the hell? There's like these two girls that are like shouting in the middle of the street.
I'm just trying to find one where he doesn't blow his nose, because those seem to be the most viral ones.
Guys, I don't know if LA is a simulation or what, but it says, look, they're filming a motion picture in this area. That's even a fake subway over.
By the way, this TikTok, I think he actually stumbled onto the set of Joker. I have no... Joker 2 with Lady Gaga. I have no idea how he does this. Every time there's like a big happening somewhere in the world, he's always there doing one of these TikToks. I'm convinced, because this guy is so broke, he just teleports there. He does not travel. He just teleports. Because this guy is in a different country every second day. It's insane. Thank you, Orlando, for 6 months.
Guys, I don't know if LA is a simulation or what, but it says, look, they're filming a motion picture in this area. That's even a fake subway over there. LA doesn't even have subways. What's the name of the movie called? Joker. Joker, nice. Is that real trash or is that part of the movie?
How did he find this set?
It's fake, it's fake. They got fake trash right here. Bro, they got fake trash in LA. What? That's insane. Look at that. That's all trash. Look, that's part of the movie set. No way, that is insane. Guys, I don't know.
Someone in chat said the security guard isn't meant to say what they're filming. All right, what's this one?
Guys, I'm really upset right now because I think I missed my flight. I think I missed my flight to Istanbul. I overslept. And
the top comment is, everything happens for a reason.
And I'm in Bucharest in Romania right now, and I think I missed my flight, guys.
I just saw a tear roll on his face.
I really hope I can get on another flight. Guys.
Okay, I'll give him credit. He's actually learning as a character, because that's the first one where he didn't blow his nose afterwards.
Ha, merhaba demek ister misiniz?
Memleket ne?
Ben Avustralya'dan geldim.
Sen kimseye karışmadın mı, kimse sana karışmaz. Biliyor musun buraları?
Gelsin.
Biliyor musun buraları? Gezdireyim seni.
Zamanı var mı? Zamanı var mı?
Benim zamanım var. Gezdireyim seni. Bir şey diyeceğim.
The fact that this guy is making a TikTok telling you to avoid someone that isn't him, that's insane. But yeah, no, definitely. Like when you go to countries, like especially like near airports and stuff, you will have people that try and scam you and stuff.
Bir şey diyeceğim. Korkma ama.
No, this guy.
Bir dakika.
Ne oldu?
Bir şey diyeceğim.
I'd be scared of filming. That's one thing you'll notice about this guy. He has no social awareness whatsoever. I would be so scared that guy would like take my phone and just run with it.
Ha, dinliyorum.
Gezdireyim seni diyorum.
Ben gidiyorum şimdi.
Tek mi geldin?
Ha. Burası tehlikeli bir yer mi?
Ulan amca be.
50 lira bırak.
Amca.
Bırak 50 lira.
Gezdireceğim onu ya.
Ha, merhaba demek ister.
That's all the crime that's happening. We're surrounded, dude. And I don't know if it's normally like this or if I'm just realizing how unsafe downtown LA actually is, but is this the one that's happening over there? Nah.
Wait, why is there an app that tells you crimes in LA? Bro, in GTA Online public. Bro is in Gotham.
We're surrounded, dude. And I don't know if it's normally like this.
Nicest day in LA? Yeah, true.
Gitme!
Ne oldu?
I do not know how he finds himself in these situations. I do not know how he finds himself in these situations.
Look at that model, guys. Shibbity dum, yes.
Yes.
Guys, I can't.
Oh my god, he's literally me. Look at that fucking build.
Look at this, look at that. Guys, I can't. Nah.
Okay, that's actually funny.
I'm considering impregnating a Turkish baddie and settling down and starting a family here. They just look so exotic and they have like beautiful brown eyes, guys. Goddamn. I'm considering impregnating.
It's the fact that he said this on his phone, put it online, but then more importantly, said it on a street. And he just does not understand in his brain how that's like, that's maybe a bit weird to say. Another painful watch. Restraining order. Guys, I might impregnate a woman because she's a baddie.
I can't believe people live in these English houses. Look at how funny.
Did you see what I mean, though? This was like 2 days later. It's like back in the UK.
I can't believe people live in these English houses. Look at how funny they look.
Well, just filming
Look,
some
they
woman.
look so...
just film some poor fucking old woman. That's like at like a 90-degree angle, and then you just like film her and don't say anything. Like, what are you? That's horrible. Why would you caption that? Say, bruh.
Look, they look so funny. They're like all cramped up.
This is like anyone in the TikTok comment section if they actually try existing outside.
Together. Is it just me or like, guys, England is like weird. It's cool. It's good weird. It's not bad weird. It's good weird. Ha! England is funny. Look at these funny posh houses, dude. Look at that.
Look at these funny posh houses, man. I bet there's like no scorpions in there. Just filming that old woman saying bro, like it's
Fazla aşağı doğru inme valla dönerlersin Allah telefonunu alırlar innen bak.
Ciddi misin?
Ciddiyim tabii. Ya şaka mı var?
Ha oraya gidersem
Gitme o tarafa.
gitme o tarafta.
Ben sana diyorum sen gitme diyorum. Sen bana diyorsun gitme o tarafa diyor. O tarafa gitme.
The thing is, he seems to know Turkish pretty fluently as well, which is insane.
Look at this, only in Turkey, guys. These lads look like they're about like 16, 17. Look at that, only in Turkey, guys. Look, guys, only in Turkey. This lad looks like he's about like 6 or like 5 years old and he's just like sitting there by himself with like an iPhone. Yo, what's good?
Bro just casually walks up to a kid. Bro, just the third comment here. Bro just casually walks up to a kid and starts recording it.
Lad.
He'll go into another country, right, and then just document them like they're lesser people, like lesser people in Turkey or lesser people in the UK. It's like, bro, you're from Australia. You got a fucking hole in the ozone layer.
Guys, look at this shop name. It's called Enjoy Every Second. That sounds like a very Turkish name. Okay, now this is a first. Look, they've got Chinese, Indian, and sushi. What? How is that like all in one? What? And it's called Hong Kong.
I feel if you shown him like the color red, he would actually have a mental breakdown. I'm trying to see what else there is. The Scottish
I want to show you guys what it's like
Bossman shop experience.
shop in Scotland. Everything is so much.
Someone said the snot crust on his glasses. Oh my god! He's still got the snot on his glasses from like the last video. And he's got it on his hoodie! Look at that! Look at that! He's disgusting.
I want to show you guys what it's like going to the shop in Scotland. Everything is so much cheaper than like England. Look, this is £1. Like, look at all these like cakes and stuff.
£1.
Cottage bakery, £2. Everything's like much cheaper in Scotland compared to like London. Dairy milk, that's £3. Look, everything's like.
This is why I get like paranoid going into a supermarket and I only pick up what I want to buy because I'm worried someone is going to touch it.
Oh.
He's just touching everything.
Tell that man what the fuck, man.
Who invited this kid?
Get your ass on.
Woo.
Thank you, Time No, for the 10.
89p. What's the best shop in Aberfeldy? I want to show you guys what it's like going to the...
Bro was just casually racist at the end. Oh yeah, the wakey wines thing. That's right. Thank you, Aiden, for the $20. Been watching since before MLG. Downloaded it on my phone. Biggest mistake in my life. Your video essays are the move. Oh, Jesus, I look like a mosquito or something. What the fuck was that? Thank you, Aiden, for the 20. Appreciate it, man. What to do when the ticket inspector knocks?
Guys.
This train is for Glasgow Queen Street.
Like, he knocks. Okay, so if you guys don't know, in the UK, probably like everywhere to be fair, like you can really easily bump the train, like not pay for it if you just hide in the toilet. Like, fuck you if you do that, and I need to piss. If not, it's kind of funny. But yeah, usually like toilets will be occupied because you'll have people that hide in there that don't want to like pay for like a fare. They just want to bump it. And like the ticket inspectors, the ticket inspectors are onto this. They know. So they'll knock the door when they're doing their rounds if it's occupied. This is the only guy I know that knocked back. He knocked back at the ticket inspector.
Is for Glasgow Queen Street High Level.
Hi.
The next station is Cron.
Watch. Homie did a little boogie. He let out a little dance. I like how he kind of thought, yeah, I got away with it. It's not like the guy's just going to wait outside the toilet.
Today I went to the infamous Albury estate in London and I was terrified catching the elevator up to the top floor because they didn't...
What is that glove he's wearing? That's like an oven mitten. What is that? What is that? Look at that. Is he wearing like military gear just because he's going to like ends in London? There's no way.
Elevator up to the top floor because they didn't have any video cameras, and I was amazed once I got to the top floor. Like, wow, this is like the hood, and it's like...
The hood! Ah! He said the hood. He said this is the hood. He casually said it's the hood.
$1 million view, pretty much. And all these apartments are abandoned. Like, so many of them are just like boarded off, which is quite bizarre. They also had really cool like street art, and I was expecting it to be much dirtier, but actually there wasn't really that much rubbish around. There was a bit, but it wasn't that much. All in all, Albury Estate seems like a pretty nice place to live.
How the hell do you find this shit?
How do I find it? TikTok recommendations. TikTok recommendations. I remember a month ago, my entire TikTok recommendations was just the video of Bowser farting because everyone kept tagging me in it. My TikTok recommended has just been absolutely abolished. It's just a cesspit. Why is he struggling so much when he's getting... Why is he struggling so much, man? I didn't even know at hairdressers you can get like a shave. I never knew that. Like when I was younger, obviously I didn't have any facial hair, so like, yeah, but I didn't even know. I wouldn't trust someone else with a razor though. Definitely not. Hair would be my limit. How to stay safe going into sketchy areas.
If I'm passing someone sketchy in the street, I put on the furrowed brow. Or I do the crazy eyes. That makes me look mentally unstable. And then as I'm...
Like he doesn't already look mentally unstable, by the way.
If I'm passing someone sketchy, and as I'm riding my bike by a sketchy person, I say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. If I'm passing someone...
Bro, keep up the recitation of the Quran. You recited very well.
Someone sketchy in the street, I put on the furrowed brow.
I put on the furrowed brow. I slept in a public toilet.
Guys, I literally slept in this public toilet last night because I'm in like Aberfeldy right now to pick up my prescription, and it's so cold out night. I'm in the middle of Scotland and it was freezing cold. I tried to sleep, but I fell asleep for 3 hours last night.
Just illness. I remember seeing a clip once where he got grabbed by someone. Someone like tried to rob him, and then he just kept screaming that he's autistic, just so the guy would like let him go. But I think that video actually got taken down.
Southern fried chicken. It's like a what is that? It's got like some chicken, tomatoes, and what is that? Some lettuce and stuff, and like some what is that? It smells nice.
Why does he eat like that?
I also got the
Why does
tuna
he
and
eat
sweet
like
corn.
that?
I love how they say it's tender tuna flakes.
Like, why does he eat like that? Ozzy. He literally eats like he's fighting for his life.
Oh, that's so good.
How's the pizza?
El Riz, by the way, just this poor woman. El Riz.
They accidentally
How's your pizza?
charged my card $30 instead of $3, and they're gonna give me $27 back.
The thing is,
he's getting my.
I am jealous of him because he just does not care. He's one of those people, like, you get this level of extrovertedness where, like, your brain has to be missing some kind of, like, key social component. where like, sorry, there's a comment down here just saying traumatizing. But, like, you know when you get people that are like that extrovert, where you just know that they're like unironically some kind of sociopath.
Cash, let's go. Hey, my man, thank you so much, my guy. Guys, I just got some American.
Like, he didn't even finish eating
You
his
all mind
food.
if free health care, but at least we don't have that guy in our country.
Yeah, that's a fair point. He's not British, you idiot. If that was a roast on me, he's Australian. We literally, we got all the Australians and we got all the British people. We sent them over to Australia because we didn't want them.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you can't take pictures in the kitchen.
Oh, my bad. It looks like poop. I think they put poop in my order because I...
Not all Aussies are like this. They are. They are.
Films their kitchen without them.
I'm sorry. The only two Australians I know that are more mentally stable than this guy is Chad and Max from Cold Ones.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, why do you eat like that?
I try to dip any big...
It's obviously not...
Is this the Australian Martin K. Bell?
The thing is, look at... I'm obviously not going to critique the acne because that's out of his control, probably. But, like, why his facial hair is formed like cat whiskers? It's almost like he shaved one part and then he just gave up. He's like, that's enough. That's enough. To be fair, I had really bad acne when I was, like, a kid. What else?
If I see a thotty with a booty, this is how I have a look without staring. It's called the side eye. You just look straight directly ahead, but you twist your eyes like that. It can also work with wanting to look at crazy people, homeless people, and not wanting to like get caught staring at them. If I see a thotty with
Guys, please add something. Add some comment, guys, because I'm done. I'm done. I've got nothing left to say about this guy. W Riz. It's not W Riz. It's not W Riz. This is the guy who like stalks girls.
Guys, I'm on this bus right now and I really need to piss. Excuse me, I really need to go to the toilet. Can I please get off at the next spot? I really need to urinate.
See that?
I really need to urinate.
There's no stop.
Are we nearly there?
There's no stop. There's no stops. There's no stops till you get to Perth.
Fuck. I'm busted. No stops till we get to Perth. I really need to pee right now. Fuck. Guys,
I hate to admit it, he's got more confidence than Patrick Bateman. He has more confidence than Patrick Bateman. This guy shits all over Patrick Bateman. I cannot comprehend the aura and energy this guy gives. This guy's actually like an NPC you'd meet in Cruelty Squad. Just complete sociopath. What else we got?
I'm here in this gas station right now, and I only had $1. I handed it in, thinking I wasn't going to get anything, and then I got this, and I got all these cool flavors for $1, and like a big ass cup. This looks like a cool flavor: cucumber, watermelon. Let's see how it tastes. Let's get another flavor because I don't really like that one.
Just pour. He pours it out after one sip.
Let's get another flavor because I don't really like that one. Yo, I got ripped off. They're actually 89 cents. What? The fact that they have to have these signs, less than $50 in register at night, and crime doesn't pay here. Bruh, I'm hearing this.
Bruh. How to make spaghetti. Do we want to watch him cook? It'd actually be amazing if he was like a really good cook, but this would probably be something like Tay's cooking.
Start by cooking your ground beef and then break your spaghetti sticks into half so that they can all fit into the pan, and then add some...
You're literally not... That's the one rule about pasta is you don't do that. You don't break it in half.
Salt to prevent sticking. Then once it gets to this color, add in your tomato sauce and then give it a good mixy mix, and then cover the pan and then turn down your heat and then drain your pasta. Have a little taste test to see if it's al dente. And
look, he's made it for like 5 people. That is so much pasta. You know he's just gonna bin it all as well.
And then turn down your heat.
Wait. How much salt did he put in? That actually kind of totally escaped me. How much salt did he put in?
And then add some salt to prevent sticking. Then...
How did he have that much fucking salt?
Prevent sticking. Then once it gets to this color, add in your tomato sauce. Cover the pan and then turn down your heat and then drain your pasta. Have a little taste test to see if it's al dente, and then voila, the pasta
rip kidneys
is cooked. Start by cooking your...
Oh, I just like TikTokers can really just make the mentally ill famous. It's great. It's great.
I just want to tell you how beautiful you are. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. You guys are some baddies, by the way.
The fact that this man does not fear rejection from a woman, he is stronger than pretty much anyone in this chat, including me. He does not fear rejection.
Baddie friend. You guys are some baddies, by the way. That's all good. Is this... I'm live streaming right now. I'm famous on TikTok. Hi. I'm actually a virgin.
I'm actually a virgin.
Famous on TikTok. I'm actually a virgin. And I've got autism as well. Thank you. Bye.
He says he's got autism like it's a negative. It is literally a superpower. It is like if it's able to give him that much confidence, then I do not knock it at all. I respect it.
Do you know what the biggest difference between the UK and the US is, right? Is that in the UK, they have all these options to like eat healthy. Look, this is one of your 5 daily serves of fruit. Look, they want you to be healthy. They've got all these options to like eat healthy fruits. And yes, in America, you've got like a bit of pickles, bit of tomatoes in like the burritos, the tacos.
I'm from Australia. An Aussie in LA.
When I first came to America, I couldn't believe they had this stuff, and they don't actually put milk in their coffee. Now that I got a taste for...
I will admit, this is something I'll actually agree with him with. I will agree with him on this hard. I do not understand why Americans have creamer. When I went to LA and when I went to Colorado, it was and New York as well. Well, not New York wasn't as bad, to be fair, but like it's genuinely hard to find just like normal skimmed milk in America to add to like coffee or tea. I don't understand this obsession with creamer. It's actually what's creamer? Coffee creamer. It's like an alternative to milk that Americans use. Sweet coffee tastes horrible. Yeah, no, it's coffee. Coffee's best when it's black. I put milk in tea, but coffee black always.
When I first came...
Yeah, I think, I'll see if there's any more.
I feel like I'm in Australia right now. I just seen these gum trees and these eucalyptus trees. It reminds me exactly of Australia, but I know I'm not in Australia because I got these beautiful LA palm trees. Let's go. Oh, you thought I was feeling you now?
Intrusive Thoughts 1. Why does he just start on this random guy afterwards? Jesus.
Come with me for a day out in Compton. It says, welcome to Compton. Barack Obama. There's a train there.
Bro's treating Compton like a Disney World.
There, and there's a train there. Check out these awesome golden lion things. There's like 3 of them as well. Look, there's another one down there. There's another one down there. I love how green the trees look and how blue the sky is. This is a famous GTA 5 landmark right here, the courthouse.
How does he have so much money to travel? Well, I don't think it costs him too much because he probably gets the same. He probably flies with the same conglomerate airline, so an alliance airline, because all the airlines in the world run under 3 separate alliances. So if you fly with one airline, you'll get points back, and you can use that to save money on another airline. So he's probably under one conglomerate. He's probably with an airline program. But like, I think apart from the basics of food, and he's just buying pasta and stuff, it's not too expensive. And then travel, I think that's it, because he doesn't sleep. He sleeps for free, basically. This guy just sleeps in public toilets and stuff. He's trying to save as much money as possible. I just have no idea where his income is coming from. I have no idea where his income's coming from. I think he does do TikTok lives sometimes.
Kid cuisine. This is what American kids eat. Popcorn chicken.
Kid cuisine. You just know with those colors that it's just not even going to be real meat. America.
Are you an Edgar? What is an Edgar? What is an Edgar? I want to know. What is it? What does it mean? Are you an Edgar?
Top comment is just saying leave them alone. Only in LA.
What is that thing?
He's all got a 7 right? 7.
Is that like a kitted out mobility scooter? There's no plate on the back, right? I think that's actually just a kitted out mobility scooter. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually really cool. Gas station in Ohio? Yeah. Of course he went to Ohio. Of course he went to Ohio. Of course, the promised land.
I just made it to Ohio on the Greyhound bus. Oh, they got all this hamburger here. Oh, they got the big Oreo caramel corn. What? Muffin sticks. Mega muffin. Yo, they got the big honey buns. Look at the packaging. Double dogs, that's awesome. Apple pie. That's so cool. Zebra cake. Look at this. Look. Brownies. Cosmic brownie. Big iced honey bun. They got the Slim Jims. It's like salami stick and cheese. I think that lady's Amish. That's 710 mils. Aussie lemon cosmic brownie. Big.
He's just picking up everything in the gas station, not even paying for it. You know, just picks it up, films it. Oh, look at this, and then just starts filming some poor woman.
Nice honey bun. They got the Slim Jims.
What does a Slim Jim taste of, by the way? Because I actually want to try one of those. I hate sweet food, like all the stuff he was showing, but I really like savory stuff. I would actually. Is that just a stick of cheese and a salami stick?
Why does he look like he has permanent sunburn?
It's beef jerky. Okay.
It's like salami stick and cheese. I think that lady's Amish. Guys, I'm in New York right now, and it's crazy how the subways look exactly like how they look in Joshua Block's World of T-Shirts videos when he...
I think that's it. I think we've kind of watched all the... I think every other video has just been pulled. Like all of his other reactions and stuff.
The man's cooking reminds me of How to Basic. This guy could rob a bank and scare the cops by sneezing all over them.
Turkey's a funny place.
I want to show you some of these funny Turkish product names. This is called
My
Like
fellow
Me.
Americans.
What about this one, guys?
It's me,
called
Barrett
Mustard
Gozelman.
Nut.
I am here
oh, wait,
for
but
all
can't
of
forget
you
this
to
one.
help me get
I'm not even
Pyro
gonna
to
say
watch
that
Take
name
Castle on
because,
stream.
like,
This is a
bruh.
necessity
What
provided
about
to
this
stay
chewing
awake.
gum, guys? It's
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Big Bubble.
Why does the... Shut up. Shut up. Why does the TTS die like that? Joe Biden, wake up. Joe Biden. Jesus. He was actually Sleepy Joe. I think he died. I think he actually like... He went into a little baby coma for a second. Right, I want to watch Friendly Geordies at the minute. Because apparently he called me out. Quotation marks. But yeah, he did this video. And then I think he... Because if you guys remember, Geordie's actually did a video a little while ago about his house was firebombed. It was actually firebombed. So someone threw like a Molotov at it and set it all off. But this guy's really interesting. So I've been a fan of Friendly Geordies for years. He did these really good videos. These laughing at drunks. He did another one with like McDonald's, the average McDonald's. Like his stuff is absolutely hilarious. I'll see if I can find it actually. Yep. So this is like one of my... How old is this? 4 years ago. 4 years ago. It's madness. So this is him basically acting like a bunch of like Australians at McDonald's drive-thru.
Fuck, done with you. Smash it, Brandon! Smash that fucking window! So fucking done! Oh.
I like how he's got a mullet and he's got a tire iron as well.
Oi! Call the cops, Callum. What's their number again? I'm on fucking medication and you can't raise my blood level. You gotta pay for that. You gotta fucking pay for that. No! Oi, Nathan, I called him. Fucking Gatling.
Fight me! Really good video. I thought it was hilarious. After that, I subbed to him and I've just been like watching him on and off. But like I said, he's been in a lot of legal trouble at the minute. Because he went after the deputy premier, John Barlow, I think it is. And it got really bad. And at one point, Friendly Geordies actually filmed a video about John Barlow in an Airbnb that John Barlow owned. So he's just sat there inside of his house and he's like, what are you going to do about it? But yeah, obviously I covered this. His house got, you know, attacked. And then...
Hello. It's been a quiet few months. Late one night last November, my house was firebombed.
A fiery message that's hard to miss.
Police are tonight hunting an arsonist who targeted the home of controversial Friendly Geordies YouTube blogger Jordan Shanks. It's the second time the
I remember seeing this interview as well that he did, and this really sucked because I'll see if I can find it actually. Because he basically just went on to say that all the media was like interviewing him about the firebombing, and you can just tell that they don't care. The fact that he's here we go, here it is.
Over the last, obviously we've done some extremely dangerous reporting over the last year, I suppose, of a bunch of extremely powerful people and corporations. There is many people that would want to do that. I obviously can't say who I suspect it is, but I do have like a short list in my head of who I think would have done it. I would hope that the New South Wales strike force that is supposedly set up for fixated people and terrorists would be looking into this instead of a comedian and his team for 6 months straight at the whim of a previous premier that all of you defended for his last 10 years. And then when he came out, and even after all the New York stuff, you're still sitting there defending him now. I saw all of your articles today where you all wrote all of the same little narrative that you write every time. I would hope that you would put just as much attention on the fact that that happened as you have on trying to assassinate my character over the last year. Thanks for your time.
Did something happen here a week ago, Jordan?
Did something happen here a week ago? Yes, he lost his fucking home. You dumb wench. But yeah, basically all the main tabloids in Aussie, they just weren't supporting him. And they wrote it neutrally, but you could tell that there was some bias. Like they included his exact home address as well, which wasn't really needed. It's almost like they were doing a little bit of a smear campaign on him. And a lot of them were formed in the same way, where it was like, you know, they were saying, oh, well, his house was firebombed. This comes after him doing some heavy criticism and then, you know, staying at the guy's house without his consent. And it's like, it doesn't need your consent. Like, it's an Airbnb. It's publicly available. He didn't break into his house. He's not a squatter. So, yeah, they had a narrative there, definitely. as most media does. But then I did my video on it. And then Critical did his a little bit later because he keeps copying me. I know I need to really call him out for that. But I think at some point he actually mentioned me and Critical, which was really cute. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Hang on.
Oh, and I also forgot, at some point my house was firebombed during this timeline. Now, just need to get this on the record now that we're back. Moist Critical, did you know this, the net, is a legend? I can't thank you enough for covering and bringing attention to the firebombing story, especially when the entire mainstream press in this country wouldn't. Especially when it's not even your fucking country. Commendations, my friend. We are so used to being endlessly clobbered in the...
Imagine having to compliment the fact that an American covered your drama because no one in your home country would do it.
Press and the useful idiots of the press that we forget, no, there are actually intelligent, reasonable human beings on the planet that fully get what's happening, even when they're from Florida or the UK. I'm looking at you, Pyrocynical. Thanks again for bringing a lot of attention to it in the first place and being able to condense 2 years of events into 10 minutes, which is a skill we clearly lack. And again, I'm blown away that you have done it. Not just because you did such an accurate job of it, you also did a far...
He called it accurate! Investigative journalism, he called it accurate.
Better job than the entire press here when we have hundreds of drones at the ABC, 9 and Sky who are so stupid they couldn't even do it if they weren't paid to say the exact opposite. And look, if you think that the press is out to get...
The funny thing is, the only reason why I covered it in so much detail is because I literally watched the guy. I'm a fan of him. If it was someone I didn't know, I probably would have just covered the firebombing story, reacted to it on stream, and then just been like, eh. But when I saw that it was Friendly Jordies, I was like, oh shit, I need to because I've followed all of his stuff. I've never made videos on it, but I've always followed it. It sucks as well with the lawsuit because I actually think against John Barlow, I think he lost. I think he actually lost the lawsuit and he had to pay X amount of money or something like that. I don't want to get the details wrong, but hang on. Oh, it's Barry Arlo. Driven out of politics. I mean, that's kind of funny. I wish I never applied. Oh, dude, Friendly Jordies bodied him. No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Hang on. There was a news article. There was a news page. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Okay. So this was weird. It wasn't Friendly Jordies that had to pay him. It was Google because I think John Barrialo, Barillara, John. Okay, I'm just gonna call him John. John basically realized he couldn't go after Friendly Jordies because he's gonna lose. So that went to shit. So then he went for just Google because Google owned YouTube, right? He's basically like, well, you platform this hate campaign against me. So unfortunately, he did get paid just under $1 million. I don't know whether that's... I think that's Australian dollars, so that's probably like £7.50. But it still sucks.
New South Wales Deputy...
The dislikes. Of course, the comments are turned off.
Premier John Barilaro has been awarded $715,000 after winning a defamation case against Google. The retired politician sued over 2 YouTube videos that were published in 2020 by the comedian known as Friendly Jordies.
Yeah, so he sued the videos, but not the actual YouTuber. Because I think... I'm not sure what the details are on that, but I think he knew he'd lose, but also, like... Jordies have become like a bit of a like a martyr, right? Like a bit of a martyr, because it's like, you know, you went after the little guy, but by John going after a big corporation, it's like, I'm just a little guy. I won. I'm just a little guy. I'll see if there's any statements from him in the video. Oh, here you go.
Money, and he said it was more about having an apology.
I am emotional today to hear His Justice read out the reasoning and the evidence, and the case itself again is, you know, a little bit traumatizing, but I'm happy it's the end of the journey. You've got to be either courageous or stupid to take on Google, and maybe there's a bit of both. But the reality,
you know, I love as well with Jordi's video, you had all these news reporters with professional microphones, but for John getting his case won, all you've got is a woman with her iPhone with the case still on, probably muffling the microphone, and then a guy with a mic amplifier on top of his iPhone. And the people in the background, you can hear the pictures being taken. They're probably just taking them on Polaroids.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement.
In time, the property has been fined.
Sorry, we're going to have to film the rest here because the asbestos was getting to us. Just in case you didn't know, I'm Australian. I'm from the great state of New South Wales, home to over 8 million people. And compared to other Australian states, New South...
What's the Australian national anthem? Fucking Lauder, fucking VB.
Wales is a particularly dirty place. We're the gambling capital of the world, we're the cocaine capital of the world, and not in a cool El Chapo way either. We just have a lot of coke users here.
Australia's the highest per capita coke. Okay, I'm not even joking. He's onto something there. I know he's just referencing like data, but every time I've been in Australia and I've gone on public transport, there has always been some guy just having a complete mental breakdown, like usually topless as well with a bottle of alcohol in his hand. And I've seen like... there's a difference between an angry drunk and a cokehead. Angry drunks can be aggressive, you know, but cokeheads, they have this specific rage that you cannot explain. Like, you know, a drunk person, a drunk Aussie on the train would be like, hey, fuck you, fuck you. But then a cokehead Aussie would be like, they have arguments in their own head and it leaks out their nose. They're like,
the highest per capita of anywhere, actually. For this story, it's important to understand that New South Wales is a state that was created by criminals, and let's be honest, we really have stuck to our roots.
A state created by criminals.
In the early stages of our colony, our de facto currency was rum. When an English governor was sent here to attempt to raid it in, we cooed him. Look at him hiding under the bed like he's me. Coward! That's our first political cartoon, by the way. Throughout the 20th century, our police force, political class, and criminal underworld had a rich culture of working hand in hand to maximise each other's hustle. And let's be honest, despite numerous inquiries uncovering the extent of corruption and criminal penetration into the institutions...
I've just noticed he's got one eye blue and one eye that's hazel. What's that called? Heterochromia or something? David Bowie had it. What's it called? Oh my god, I got it first try. Damn. Dude, I'm so smart.
New South Wales. Nothing is really...
It's called homophobia. No, it's not.
Shocked
Shut up.
the system into radically cleaning up its act. On a completely unrelated note, let me introduce you to the former Deputy Premier of New South Wales, John Barilaro. He's been the topic of many of my past videos. And look, just to be clear, I'm not alleging anything here. And it is too big of a jump to go from beating a cameraman in public to firebombing a house. So obviously I'm not saying he did it, but he did do this. Wailed on a cameraman. We'll get to that in a second, but first, you're going to have to endure an extremely bizarre twisting tale. For the new viewers, here's how I made an enemy of basically every powerful person in the state.
It is insane, the rabbit hole that this guy has gone through, because you've got that John Barilaro guy, who was the Deputy Premier of Australia. I'm not sure what a Deputy Premier is. Is that like a Vice Prime Minister? I'm not really sure what that is. It's not Prime Minister. It's lower than that. I'm still not kind of... Basically, someone high in power in the government. But, and then there was this whole, like, gambling ring that he tried to expose as well, of, like, bikers or something, and they were coming for him. It's insane.
John Barilaro was the equivalent of a lieutenant governor. He was the Deputy Premier of New South Wales from 2016 to 2021 until he quit, blaming my cyberbullying. How do we get to the point where the most powerful man in the most powerful state in Australia claims that he's decided to resign because of a YouTube beef?
It's the equivalent of like Keemstar retiring because he got roasted so hard.
It kind of begins with videos I was making about the insane land clearing rates in New South Wales because of the actions of John Barilaro's government. Led by Premier Gladys Berejiklian, we had an increase in land clearing rates by over 1,300%, making Australia the only developed nation having a global deforestation hotspot next to its name. And put
you Miri for the 10? I don't know what that is. Oh, Crunk note. Thank you for the 55, man. Appreciate it. Damn. Thank you so much.
Track for extinction by 2050. So repeatedly, I called Premier Gladys Berejiklian koala killer over this. In mid-2020, I also interviewed the opposition leader Jody McKay, where we discussed the government's appalling record. John Barilaro takes issue with this interview and the nickname and decides to white knight for his boss on radio.
And I've seen some of these banners online or physically.
You know what? I've never thought of this, but our generation, right, within our lifetime, you were going to have the words like white knight, based, probably not Kino, because that's still like kind of still 4chan word at the minute until all the Animal Crossing people claim it. Basically, we're going to have those kinds of words circulating in popular media and government. You will have like a prime minister or a president, and they will be saying the word based. They will be actually saying like online buzzwords. That is terrifying to think. That is like a dystopia, but that will happen. That will definitely happen.
Where, you know,
I remember when the word based was only being used on 4chan, and then the Twitter people got hold of it, and now everyone uses it. It literally is just a pipeline.
They call Gladys the koala killer.
Obviously, I found that very amusing and did a video that included this impression.
Oh, what the f***? She's never even personally killed one koala. The one she backed over was an accident, bruh. Oh my god, what'd you call a koala killer? What the f***, somebody hadn't seen a koala? Where's the f***ing DNA evidence, bruh?
Still gets loved to this day, one of the classics. Then one morning, we got...
Imagine being threatened to be sued, you just do that to mock him. That's great. That's so good. That's so good.
I increased it about 1,300%. Mamma mia.
Oh, that's right. He was Italian, and he'd keep making jokes about that.
I discovered the Brumbies were destroying Kosciuszko National Park, bringing a bunch of endangered species to the brink of extinction. I was gonna authorize a cull.
That's right. He did like a bunch of deforestation, which endangered, I think, some koalas or something, like an endangered species. And then he just coped, and he was like, I didn't say that. Oh, this is the bit where he's in his house. This was based.
Yes, because as you probably gathered.
So this is John's house. He did the entire expose video inside his house.
Or haven't, because you're that dumb. I'm filming at your estate. And I want you to be the first to know that I f***ed in both your guest houses.
Oh, Stooge, we tracked the video. It's coming from inside the house.
You wouldn't expect this from me, but I highly recommend.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah, I think this entire video, he's just doing like a timeline of events, pretty much. Oh, this is great as well. When he got the... this is when John was suing him, but the way the legal system works, you have to be handed the papers.
Let's find out.
And then he was wearing a prop hand.
I serve you here with the originating application, the statement of claim, and the steps.
Oh, thanks so much, and... Oh no. So we've been served, and what they gave us in...
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Genius. Yeah, so I covered that in the video.
Hey Pyro.
I think this is new.
Been watching you for a long time, and this is the first time I've been able to catch a stream. Love your content. Keep it up, Chief.
Thank you, Room. Thank you. I got like phlegm in my throat. Thank you, Roomy, for the 10. Appreciate it, man.
Person's investigation unit to be involved in the arrest of Jordan Shanks's employee, Christo Lanka?
Absolutely not. Rubbish again. Rubbish. You know, they want to pitch it.
The fact that he even knows who those names are, though, like he knows who Geordie's is, and you can tell how tilted he is.
A way to get community support from their social community. They use whatever means.
Sky News in Australia is so weird, by the way, because Sky News in the UK is kind of like, you know, just normal news and stuff. But in Australia, I've seen some snippets of Sky News. They just hate everyone. Sky News is like Channel 4 in the UK. They absolutely just despise everyone. They're so bitter and jaded.
To misrepresent the truth. And again, I'll leave that up to the police. They'll deal with all of this in due course.
Right, but just to clarify, so you had no role in that particular unit being
Tom,
involved.
I've already said, I've actually made it clear, Tom. I've said absolutely not. And again, for you to even be asking that question is an indictment on your level of journalism.
An indictment? He's going to do a Dark Souls indictment on him. He got invaded. I love. He's getting so tilted. Just say no, move on. Don't make it out that you care.
I then released...
Don't make it out that you care. Worst thing you can do.
Video that criticized...
Like, he's just basically told everyone, all 7 people that watch Sky News, that Freddie Geordies lives rent-free in his head.
Proves that the guy that complained to the police had something to do with the police being involved in Christo's arrest. Always the one you least suspect.
Update.
Thank you, God King Emperor.
Because of
Wait, there was an Ultra Kill update?
this video, the police asked the court to find me in criminal contempt and launch an application for a suppression order. That's right, the police try to get another criminal prosecution on top of the charges against Christo. Thankfully, it doesn't go so well for the cops. They end up withdrawing the application and paying both Christo and my legal costs of over $20,000.
Oh, so he did win.
$20,000.
Nice.
But Christo's criminal charges still hang over him, and my defo case is still ongoing.
Oh, it's still okay. Ah, shit. Okay, it is still going. That's so. I thought he went after YouTube because he couldn't do Geordie's. That sucks.
During this time, Barilaro also decided to publicly announce his
No,
intention to
he
resign
left.
from
Why did he leave? I don't get it. It's not like there was any kind of like YouTube beef or anything. Thank you, Damon, for 8 months. Damn.
politics, basically saying I forced him to resign.
Channel 4 Utopia got cancelled. Yeah, I know. It really sucks, man, because I read an article about that basically said the because I actually had a lot of the cast of the show post my video, and so many members of the cast were basically saying I would happily return to Utopia. It was Becky's actress, the Welsh girl, and it was Jeff, the tall guy that kept like bullying Dugdale. They both like said I would happily return to the show in a heartbeat. So yeah, that sucks. They pitched to Channel 4 that they wanted to do like a one-off show. So it'd be like a one-off thing where like they wrap up everything in like a 2-hour movie. And then Channel 4 was just like, no.
The defamation case definitely playing a big part of this. I don't know how many of you can endure what I've endured on online. I feel for young men and women, young boys and girls that get bullied on social media. I feel for them because as a someone that's been around the traps, a 49-year-old man that's played it rough and tough, I've got to tell you that it's made it very difficult for me.
As all this is going on,
I see people on TikTok and they like comment a skull emoji on someone's video. I'm just like, that's not right. They should be sued.
In order to understand how this bizarre and overtly political prosecution came about, Christo's lawyers started issuing subpoenas to Barilaro staffers. His chief of staff, Siobhan Hamblin, seems to rid herself of certain documents and becomes completely uncontactable by the court or lawyers. It's a pretty serious thing to do, ignoring a court, so the magistrate floats issuing a possible arrest warrant. Until just in time, her lawyers make contact and she's eventually brought in and cross-examined by Christo's barrister Emmanuel Kirkasharian. During the cross-examination, Hamblin admits that she got rid of documents from her possession, documents pertaining to Christo's arrest, after she'd already been subpoenaed.
So they literally know that the arrest, because Friendly Geordie's producer, his mate, got arrested. The video where he got like tackled and stuff. But yeah, it's just... I like how the government was throwing away documents. They were literally hitting the recycle bin, so they just didn't have any proof anymore. Like this arrest that was all over YouTube didn't happen. There's no corruption. Didn't happen.
We never got those documents, and Hamblin never got any punishment for blatantly hiding from a subpoena. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, during this time, I'm also fighting a defamation case brought by Barilaro. I put in an application to have it heard by...
Ever hear of the Lolcalo Tire God? I recommend watching the documentary by June the King. He's insane.
The lolcow low tier god. Isn't a lolcow someone who's like a massive fail though? I think low tier god's hilarious. Nah. He plays a character. He definitely plays a character. You should kiss yourself now. Yeah, low tier god's funny. All these stories he makes that get like really homosexual for some reason. Then he claims he's straight.
Jury, something pretty common sense that you'd think you'd automatically be entitled to, right? Well, Barilaro opposed the jury, wanting the case to be heard by a judge only, with his legal team's reasoning being it would be too hard to organise with COVID. Ironically, John was in charge of the COVID roadmap to ending the lockdown in New South Wales, and...
I just remember the COVID lockdown in Australia in general being terrible. They literally just kept bouncing up and down about it. Is there anything else in this story?
A few $1,000s Australian in ad rev. That's why my videos were kept up. Pure commercial interest. There was no logical strategic reason for them to drop their defense. So this results in John's lawyers being able to spend the entire trial getting away with whatever bullshit they like, repeatedly smearing me as a racist, misunderstanding jokes, misrepresenting the timeline of the videos to make it seem like John didn't react first, dramatically overstating to the point that it was...
I remember, yeah, John was making the argument that Geordie was a racist because he threw some Italian jokes in there. I mean, like, make of it what you will, but it wasn't like his core argument or anything. But they were basically trying to say he's a racist who's trying to do a smear campaign on me. Thank you, Hannah, for 2 months.
It was comical how much ad rev YouTube videos made. And worst of all, John wasn't asked point blank any difficult questions. And I'm not there to defend myself or give a true account of what actually happened. Most importantly for John, he got away with this narrative. I was driven out of politics by this horrible racist, much more powerful than me YouTube man, and Google made so much money from his awful videos. Yeah.
He did not make a lot of money. I can guarantee you Friendly Geordie's probably made a couple $1,000s at most. A couple thousand, which is still a lot of, it's a fair bit of money, but it's not this like near $1 million.
Yes, one of the richest corporations really needed a few $1,000s Australian in ad rev.
I literally just said a few thousand, yep.
That's why my videos were kept up. Pure commercial interest. I'm single-handedly keeping Google afloat, guys. That's the meat of the case. The reason John would be awarded damages centers around the claim that he was forced to resign.
That's sneaky that Geordie's couldn't defend himself as well, because he could have literally just opened up YouTube Studio and be like, look, man, I'll make 20 quid.
Because of my videos and the fact that Google kept them up. Keep that in mind. After a few days, the trial finishes.
Jesus, that text, that font was a throwback. You guys remember that font I'd used in videos? That was a throwback, Jesus.
After a few days, the trial finishes. On the 6th of June, 2022, the judgment comes out and awards John over $700,000 in damages. And not only that, the judge refers me to the registrar for consideration of possible criminal contempt charges. Most
true. No jokes on the internet allowed, ever. No jokes.
Pyro, I wanted to say thanks. I'm 29 now and you're one of the few YouTuber that I have brought with me from old YouTube days. Just can't usually catch your streams. Much love.
Thank you, Taylor the Created for the 10. 29, one of the few YouTubers. Based.
Because of the video.
Thank you for the donor, appreciate it.
Made that detailed the John Loves to Lick Ashley Madison account. That was apparently criminally intimidating to John. But John getting a strike force on us wasn't. So throughout the course of this order...
Yeah, he didn't just get like the police called on him. It was an actual like, it was like a soft terrorist task force. It was insane. They were all like plainclothes as well.
Deal, John got away.
Like the guy's gonna, jump out the back and like, escape like the Italian job or something.
With his chief of staff deliberately ignoring subpoenas, having a police unit surveil us, which is being an annoying pest to a lot of very powerful people in Australia. So John had his big win. But one thing he didn't tell the court, what his lawyers didn't tell Justice Rares, or us for that matter, was that during the trial, John had already had a few very, very lucrative career moves lined right up. In fact, better paid than his job as Deputy Premier.
I was going to say, I think he's a CEO of a company now. Hang on. I think he genuinely is like a CEO of a company or something. Let's have a look. On the news tab. Sued by woman. Oh, he's got another lawsuit. Unlucky. Trade commissioner job. Well, that's going to pay a lot. Jesus. That's going to pay a lot. Yeah, he's getting into New York trading, so he's just going to be absolutely minted now.
Barely a week after the judgment came out, the New South Wales government announced that it appointed John Barilaro to be New South Wales Trade Commissioner in New York. A
Trade Commissioner.
$500,000 a year taxpayer.
What?
Funded job.
What? $500K a year. $500K a year. That's what I make in like a month. God damn. That's insane. Jesus.
that John himself created while he was in office. This wasn't even the worst thing Barilaro had done that year, but created by far the largest controversy of his career. A parliamentary inquiry was set up to figure exactly how John got that job. And I can't really go into everything here, but suffice to say, it was pretty damning. One of his ex-staffers alleged that as early as 2018, John had said that that big New York job was the job for when I get the f*** out of this place. New South Wales Parliament then questioned John about the timing of his resignation.
I think this is all just kind of recapping. Hang on. Yep. I want to... There was some bit with John Barilaro where there was like a... here you go. I wish I never applied.
If I knew what I know now, I wish I never had applied. If I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have walked into what was a shit show. And I'm going to use those terms, I'm sorry to say, because the trauma I've gone through over the last 6-7 weeks has been significant. But those conversations, as I've understood it last week, from watching the inquiry, from evidence...
It's so funny, though, when he claims he's got trauma, which could be completely true and valid, it just doesn't seem valid for someone that has just been so slimy and going after YouTubers. So when he says trauma, it's just like a Looney Tunes character or something.
Sammy Brown.
I'll be honest with you, I couldn't really sleep. I keep scrolling on TikTok at 3 in the morning. It's not really helping me now, you know? Thank you, Angel, for joining.
Oh, you guys are going to enjoy the...
Didn't realise the world got so fucking woke.
Ooh, your words, Sir Michael.
Okay, I think we're done here. I think I've got one more video I wanted to see.
Angry Bird.
Oh wait, there's a video on Angry Birds. Oh, that could be kind of funny. Do you want to watch a video on Angry Birds? That could be kind of funny. Thank you, Giz Arcus, for 8 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, there's a video on Angry Birds I want to see. Hang on. This could be funny. I actually don't even know what happened to Angry Birds. I haven't heard that in years. I just remember Flappy Bird. I remember Flappy Bird. Hang on. Let's look up iPhone with Flappy Bird worth. How much is a phone with Flappy Bird worth on it? $7 billion. Why did they do this? You don't even have... What? Why do articles do this? There's no number... Oh, wait, there we go. No, you're saying how much the app earned. I don't understand why articles do that. They have like... Shut up. Right, let's look at shopping. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. eBay. Oh my. iPhone 5. Okay. iPhone 5 with Flappy Bird. Hang on. Let's have a look. Original Flappy Bird, 60... Oh, 65? Okay. 300... Okay, should we look at the most expensive? $4,200 for... Okay, it's only a couple hundred. It kind of died. It kind of died in value.
Angry Birds is now completely and utterly irrelevant. If you could travel back in time and tell this fact to somebody in the early 2010s, they simply wouldn't have believed you. That's because a decade ago, Angry Birds was more than just the #1 mobile game.
Postage? Oh yeah, no, I saw it. That's not my postcode, thankfully, because I got a VPN on.
Series of all time. Angry Birds was a true media empire with games, toys, movies, and more. The franchise was bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars. Analysts were... How
many Angry Bird films are there now? Isn't there 2? There is so much Angry Birds content. It is insane. Hang on. Let's look at Angry Birds film. You got Peter Dinklage in that? Why? Is Angry Birds 2 out? Yep, they actually did an Angry Birds... Oh, wait. No, I don't think there was a film. Full movie. Oh, no. There is. Movie 2. Jesus. Just actual cash cow.
Projecting Angry Birds to be a global brand.
Opinion on the Sneeko Moist Beef. I met Sneeko in London, literally right before he started going down the Andrew Tate route. Yeah. He was really nice when I met him. I met him in the evening as well. I met him at like a fan meetup he was doing because he posted it, and I really watched his stuff at the time. I loved his 1 minute podcasts. But yeah, I'm not really sure what happened after that. I haven't really been vocal on it though, because he hasn't, like, Sneeko hasn't really, I haven't seen him say anything bad about me. His editor did at one point, but like, yeah, that's not really him, so who cares? But yeah, he hasn't said anything negative about me. But yeah, it sucks. Thank you, Gavin, for the 8 months.
Similar to that of Pokemon or Hello Kitty, the iconic red bird seemed unstoppable. But now, the name Angry Birds is nothing but a distant memory.
I do not know anyone that plays Angry Birds. I just remember like having it on my iPod Touch when I was like 13.
The brand has rapidly faded into irrelevance and is now a forgotten relic of the internet's past. Everybody was rooting for Angry Birds in their studio.
Well, what did his editor say? Oh, he was just like on the cancel Pyro train or something, I think, during like the grooming stuff in 2020. He was like, fuck Pyro or something, which is kind of lame.
Thanks to the team having such an unbelievably inspiring story. The year was 2003. 3 students at Helsinki University in Finland.
Why is it always people in Finland? It's always people in Finland. Cruelty Squad is made by a Finnish guy. This game I'm trying to play through right now called Fear and Hunger, that is one of the weirdest, most depraved games I've ever played. That's done by a Finnish person. What is with Finnish people and video games? There is something there, man. There's something in the water.
Decided to join a mobile game development contest. Despite stiff competition, the 3 won thanks to a game they created and later sold called King of the Cabbage World. This was a pivotal moment for the 3 young students. They realized that their burning passion...
I have an Angry Birds... Oh, we got a verified boy in chat. I have an Angry Birds tattoo on my right leg. I am so sorry. You could probably sue for damages for that, though, to be fair. I imagine you can get damages for that.
And for creativity in gaming could lead to a seriously lucrative career. That's when they decided to go all in on a mobile game company, which they named Relu.
Will I stream Fear and Hunger? I genuinely don't think I can. I don't think I can stream it, because there's so much nudity and sex in that game, and you can't censor it. There's no way you could censor it live, because there's just so much moving around on screen. I actually think I'll get a ban if I stream it. And when I'm doing a video on it, I'm going to have to heavily censor it so much. I might reach out to the dev, if possible, and ask them if there's like a mod or something that will censor the stuff. Because I can't show it. Like, the video is going to have to be heavily edited anyway.
After less than a year in operation...
No censored version? I mean, there might be a censored mod. A censor mod that blocks all, like, you know, genitalia and stuff.
The 3 decided to change the name of their company to Rovio, the Finnish word for bonfire. It made sense.
I feel that's a very bad name, considering the company is now in a massive downfall. There is a huge irony there. Please, no Dark Souls references, guys. Come on, we're better than that. We're better than that.
They all shared a burning passion.
Stream it on Twitch. No, because then they'd actually have a reason to ban me.
For creativity.
It is a category on Twitch, though, I checked, so that's kind of weird.
The following years were brutally difficult for the company. Remember,
this is probably going to be a similar situation to Hello Games and No Man's Sky, where it's like they made a lot of games before No Man's Sky that just got like pretty mid reviews, like no one actually played it. And then with No Man's Sky, they had a banger. And then with this, they had a banger. Have you guys seen the picture of Hello Games, No Man's Sky? This is the picture when it went gold. And it's such an awful picture. It is such an awful picture. It's like, what were they thinking? It looks like the Beyond Fried... Hang on. Look at this. Beyond Fried Chicken. These 2 gentlemen. There we go. Beyond Fried Chicken. They deleted that tweet, by the way. I love that at KFC is getting at Beyond Meat. # vegan fried chicken. I got to try something earlier this year. They're now in multiple US test markets. I hadn't stepped foot inside a KFC in over a decade. but I did for this. I'm asterisk blown away asterisk. This will save so many chains. There's also another one. There's one more. This is like the trinity of soy. Hang on. What was it? Soy chai latte. This was Jesse Wellens that did this, I think. Hang on. No, not Jesse Wellens. That's girlfriend. Boyfriend versus girlfriend. What's his name? Fuck, what is it? God damn it. What's the name of the brand? Chat. Jesse Cox based. Thank you. I like how it auto-filters soy. Walking down the street, spot the @Solent truck. Now I'm drinking a sweet chai breakfast. Why is it always men with beards, glasses, and like agape mouths just every time?
This was all before the advent of the smartphone that we know today. Their bet on mobile gaming was a wild idea this early. This resulted in the company making a whopping 51 games that all flopped. None of the games they created were...
It is amazing with so many companies how they just put out so much slop before they actually get a banger.
...really selling or had gained any serious traction at all. By 2009...
This was basically Fortnite. Honestly, I think Fortnite is actually going down... Fortnite is kind of falling off now, right? I think in the next 3 years, you're going to have like a game that tops Fortnite, I think. Maybe 5 years. Nah, 3 years is probably too soon.
The team was in a dire financial situation, at risk of folding completely.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that still does Fortnite videos. All the YouTubers that did like exclusively Fortnite videos, they fell off. The only one I know that still gets decent views is I think McCreamy does all right. McCreamy still gets really good views. But it's like CS:GO videos that like Fitz used to do before he took a break. It's like they don't really do that well anymore now. That's why I don't do gaming videos. Like I'll play a video game when it comes out, but I wouldn't do exclusively a funny moments videos with subtitles and stuff because there's no point putting all that time and effort in if the turnout isn't that great. There's something in the algorithm that doesn't like those kinds of videos anymore.
A light bulb went off. They had an idea for their 50-second game. Angry Birds.
50-second game. Imagine that. Imagine saying it's the 50-second game, and yet the PS5 still has no games.
Angry Birds. They loved the concept of birds that had no legs, so their only way of launching forward was with a slingshot. And best of all, the iPhone's touchscreen allowed for an engaging launching mechanic, as well as trajectory lines.
I like how all these games that bang, like, they're never original games. This was based off, I think this was based off a Flash game called Dead Tree Defender, I think. Dead Tree Defender. This was a game where, like, you tried to knock down someone's platforms and stuff, and I think this game came out way before Angry Birds. But yeah, it's so genius how no game is ever original. They just refine something. It's like Minecraft was based off a game called Infiniminer. I think it was Infiniminer. There you go. Yeah. So this game came out before Minecraft. And it's Minecraft, but it's ugly. That's why it didn't do well. But then Minecraft is the same thing. You've even got the ores and stuff. And then it did well. Because it looks good.
Launched their 50-second title with Angry Birds. And, well, it didn't immediately take off. 6 months later, the momentum and hype had built to the point where the Angry Birds...
Oh my god. I remember like getting my first iPad when I was like 10. iPod. And just playing all of these games.
Had built to the...
That's insane. Yeah, I remember Cut the Rope and I was too poor to actually buy the game.
The Angry Birds was at the #1 spot on the App Store charts. At this time, most apps that hit #1 had a good 2-week run of glory and then fell into obscurity. But not Angry Birds, which stayed at the top for 275 days. The game exceeded expectations for the team in no time, quickly becoming their first and only profitable and popular title. Globally, people were talking about Angry Birds. Practically overnight, children, mums,
I started
grandmas,
playing Fear and Hunger because you mentioned it a bit ago and it seemed interesting. It might be the most depressing and disgusting game I've ever played. Good luck talking about it, LMAO.
Thank you, Violet, for the 10. Yeah, no, Fear and Hunger is, if I did a video on it, it would easily be the most depressing video I've ever made. Okay, probably this, okay, so probably the second most depressing video, because the first most depressing is my response. So this would be the second most depressing video I upload on my channel. Because the story in that game is like, holy. I really want to stream it. I gotta find a censored mod or something.
Talking about Angry Birds. Practically overnight, children, mums, grandmas were all playing this simple yet addictive game. It didn't just take the US by storm. Oh no, it took the entire world by storm. As the upward trajectory continued, Angry Birds became more than a game. It was a true cultural phenomenon.
It's always merchandising as well. Merchandising will just always make so much more money than the original product. I think like Simpsons merchandise and Minions merchandise, that's why they nailed it, because they didn't have an original concept. They just had a very marketable character. I mean, he's even shaped like a minion.
There wasn't a single individual, young or old, who wasn't aware of the game, or who couldn't immediately recognize one of the characters. Merchandise was flying off of the shelves.
Yeah.
Suddenly, every kid was sporting Angry Birds apparel and begging their parents.
So at Five Nights at Freddy's, it's like 4 animatronics, or is it 5? I forget, but like they're incredibly recognizable, just so easily marketable.
Parents for the plushies. The once mobile game snowballed into a franchise that the small Finnish company never could have dreamed of. Angry Birds was the coolest and most relevant brand, for many outright defining the early 2010s. The team knew that they had more than a game. They had an empire. Immediately, they set their sights on growing Angry Birds into a brand, similar to that of Disney or Pokemon. They knew they had to build on their momentum and build on it quickly. The company changed the name to Rovio Entertainment, better reflecting their new direction. No longer just game development. They needed to focus on building a global brand.
I like that. How do we build a brand? Do we network, outreach, outsourcing, get into countries that are only recently getting access to the internet, like India? No, we're going to change it to entertainment, because we're about everything. That'll be $2 million for that rebrand, by the way.
They needed to build an Angry Birds universe. It took Angry Birds 3 years, from 2009 to 2012, to hit 1 billion downloads. In 2014, just 2 years later, Angry Birds hit 2 billion downloads.
Pyro, I just ate so many cookies, I'm about to vomit. Please help. Just eat more. Finish the job.
All the while, Rovio was creating more Angry Birds games that built off the initial concept. If you had access to a phone in the early 2010s, you'll know the titles. Angry Birds Seasons, Angry Birds Rio, Angry Birds Friends.
Is that a movie time with like the actual Rio?
Angry Birds Space, Star Wars.
Yeah, I just remember there was so much Angry Birds slop. There was so much slop. Like, if you could look into anything related to Angry Birds, and there'd be like 9 games.
Kept going. The game was growing in popularity, and the brand was expanding. The global popularity was so massive that they even built a theme park in central China.
Oh my God.
It was a $9 billion business. Why couldn't Angry Birds be the same? The founders leaned all in. Needless to say, the brand had become a cash cow, the likes of which had never...
The genius thing is, all you need to do is have a character that's marketable to like little babies on their iPads. Little babies and wine mums. That's why like games like Gem, you know those like match 3 games? What are they called? I forget. There's like Sweet, Gem, or something.
For a mobile game.
But they literally just prey on like middle-aged wine mums, and they just make them so much money.
In 2012, they had made $195 million in revenue, and a staggering 50% of their revenue was...
Is Cobson a gem, and his picture is the flag of Israel, and his name is Family Guy Gamer 420. I'm sure you did not come from the anonymous image board.
Coming from merchandise. It seemed like it was all going up, that they were becoming the unstoppable brand that everyone expected them to be. But there was a lot more going on below the surface. Cracks were forming, which eventually led to the downfall of the
Candy Crush. That's it.
Unstoppable
That's
brand.
it. Candy Crush.
While the Angry Birds craze was taking over the globe, a less hopeful picture was emerging. A company that was so focused...
Oh, is that fucking hell? I'm being psyop, bro. I thought that was a Wojak down there for some reason. I hate this so much.
Company that was so
I hate this so
focused
much.
on milking a franchise that they forgot what made them popular in the first place. Good games. For example, in 2012, during the peak of Angry Birds fever, Rovio released a new game, The Amazing Alex. It was a mobile game focused around puzzles and physics, a concept that was not too dissimilar to Angry Birds. The game failed to gain any noteworthy success.
There's just
a
no
reason that you never heard of it.
There's no mascots. There's no mascots. You need like a wholesome Chungus mascot, and there was nothing. Just
This
pipes.
was indicative of the company's true success potential. Game number 52, Angry Birds, was the smash hit of all smash hits.
That must be so horrible though, being stuck in that loop of like one thing made you famous, so you need to like stick with it forever. It must feel so like, you know, what's the word? Claustrophobic? I don't know. But yeah, I've seen that so many cases.
But game number 53, a boring, uninspiring.
I mean, look at that avatar. Like, who cares? Who cares about that character? Oh my god, white child with hair. He's so recognizable, like Luke Skywalker.
Failure, just like games number 1 to 51 that the company had released. Were they a team of experts who finally cracked the code for making the perfect game and franchise? Or
says the dude who made MLG videos, I moved on, I broke out my spot, shut up.
Or were they a team that got exceptionally lucky with just one game? Well, Angry Birds kept releasing more games.
Just epic. They really ran out of titles there if they just called a game epic.
And each game,
what should we call the next one? Epic. And then the one after that, based.
Increasingly less original, less creative, and less adored than the one prior. For example, the team released Angry Birds Transformers, which was a bizarre side-scroller game that begged for microtransactions every step of the way.
I mean, that's every mobile game, to be fair. Every mobile game does that. They always... When you download a mobile game, you're basically playing a demo. Because you will hit a wall so quickly. You know, I remember playing mobile games when I was like 10. And I hated it so much. I remember playing Clash of Clans and how you had like an energy bar. It's like, oh, your workers are too tired. You need to refill their energy. $5, please.
Expectedly, the game was shunned by critics and fans.
Yeah, I actually cannot stand free-to-play games. I'd rather just like pay... I think there's a saying about the internet where it's like if everyone in the world paid $5, then the internet would basically be free. There'd be no ads, no mid-rolls, nothing like that. No cookies that track your data and sell it to advertisers.
Failing to make any meaningful returns. A similar story can be said for Angry Birds Fight, which was a clear and obvious rip-off of Candy Crush, but with
literally Angry Birds Japan. Angry Birds, sad face. Angry Birds Japan, happy face.
Angry Birds characters. In addition, the same can be said for Angry Birds Go, which was a lackluster Mario Kart rip-off. The games were getting worse, and the fans were getting increasingly bored. It became clear to the...
No, the fans were not getting bored. Angry Birds did not have fans. You mean the 7-year-olds were becoming 8-year-olds, and they moved on to watching like Mr. Beast or TikTok.
Fans of the
They were never there never were fans of franchises like this. It's just it gripped an age bracket of little baby children, and then they grew up, and then they couldn't grip the next. It's okay. So this is how YouTube works, right? For example, every year, people will stop watching you, and then every year a new wave of like summer kids come along, like kids that get access to the internet for like the first time, right? And that's usually how YouTube works. That's why you'll have a YouTuber for years that will still get consistent views, like me, because every year a new wave of people come onto the platform. When you see a YouTuber that starts to fall off and get less views, that's because the new wave of kids aren't interested in the content. Now, obviously, with YouTube, there's definitely a bigger exception because you can actually get a following of people because they watch you for you. That's why, like, I've seen meet and greets with like Syndicate and stuff, and he'll have people that like used to watch him when they were like I don't know, like 12. I'm sure a lot of people in chat here have actually been watching me for years on and off. But that is like that's a saying for a lot of companies, how it's like you need to keep getting a hold of the next wave of summer kids, pretty much.
Franchise that fun, unique, creative games were no longer the priority of Rovio. Instead, there was
I've been watching since I was 4. You're probably 5 now. Oldest Pyro viewer.
One clear focus for the company hoping to IPO. Pump out as many gaming titles that have the name Angry Birds attached to it, all in an effort to milk more money through sales and merchandising. The company quickly found themselves in a bad place after the new titles absolutely underwhelmed and underperformed.
52%. Damn. I do feel bad for them because it's like, there's not really anything they can do. It's like Fortnite right now. Fortnite's dying, but like there's nothing they can do. Everything kind of runs its course. You can keep reinventing stuff, but like it only goes so far. And then unfortunately what happens is a company or an entity or a person will steal your format, refine it in a way that you couldn't, and then everyone moves over to it. It's like, look at TikTok now. TikTok is basically the biggest social media platform on the planet, and it's not even original. They just stole from Musical.ly. They stole from Vine. That's all they did. And then they just did some tweaking to the algorithm. That's it. It's never about everyone seems to think it's about reinventing the wheel, but it's not. It's just slightly altering it. That's all you got to do.
In 2014, Rovio laid off 110 employees, which was around 15% of their...
What these guys are doing is totally wrong, because they're not trying to refine what they've already got. They're trying to reinvent the wheel. Like with the Mario Kart stuff. Like no 8-year-old on mummy's iPad while she was wine coping wanted a Mario Kart game. They wanted Angry Birds.
Workforce.
And the collabs they were doing as well was just like such an obvious attempt to like leech onto another fan base.
Boring titles and failure to properly evolve with the ever-changing internet led the once cool brand to become rapidly uncool. This dramatically impacted merchandise sales as well, which was the most devastating for the company. By the mid-2010s,
Gem or Brim.
Rovio was in a bad place. They had put all of their proverbial and digital eggs in one basket.
I fucking hate those Wojaks, man. It's like I saw XQC get a dono saying thanks for the 50 gems. I just burst out laughing.
Angry Birds. Even with funded studios that were solely responsible for creating brand new original concepts, absolutely nothing gained momentum. The team had struck gold with Angry Birds, a phenomenon they were unable to replicate. The only strategy they could rely on was milking the brand for absolutely everything it was worth, hoping that miraculously they'd regain a fan base.
Thing is, their foundation doesn't work, right? It's crumbling. Why are they adding more like paint onto the house? Wow, that was a good analogy. Holy shit. You can tell I went to school for a little bit. But why are they trying to expand a universe when their core foundation doesn't work? What Disney did, they started off with a lot of, probably now looking back on it, racist characters, but they built such a huge catalog that if one failed, they could just go to the next. There are so many Disney characters that no one really even knows about. And then, you know, Disney are basically at this point now where they're too big to fail because they're just like gobbling up other companies.
To no one's...
Like they bought Fox recently, didn't they? The past couple years. Fox is huge. I think the only big entertainment company in the West that's left is like Warner Brothers, I think. That's it. I genuinely think that's it. Oh, sorry. Amazon Studios with Rings of Power. My bad. I forgot about that one. That one that's actually saving cinema right now.
By the mid-2010s, the relevance of Angry Birds was a mere fraction of what it was just a few years prior. From 2014 to 2015, merchandise sales had fallen by 43%. Rovio had to fire an additional 260 employees.
Oh my god.
Around a mobile game will only be cool, quirky, and unique for so long. In order to sustain success, you have to build new success. Disney didn't just try to coast off.
Hang on a minute. I just talked about Disney. Is this guy listening in? Hang on a minute.
Mickey Mouse's successful debut for 80 years, building nothing praiseworthy in the time between. No. Disney built an empire by having Mickey Mouse in multiple unique, original titles that were all widely beloved.
Thank you, Dylan, for the gifted.
At the same time, they were building multiple other entities through the overarching brand.
It's like with Ubisoft, for example, right? Like Ubisoft, they had Rayman as their mascot because Rayman was really marketable. And then they ditched him like little wriggly, wormy cowards. And then they picked up the Rabbids because the Rabbids were just basically like Minions, but before Minions. But to be fair, Ubisoft is actually falling off right now.
This is a strategy that Rovio was unable to execute. Instead, they only had one strategy to rely on. Have a splash hit with...
Wait.
Instead, they only...
Is that a Batman meme? Urmagurd. That's a fucking Urmagurd meme. Urmagurd, a bomb with... Okay, maybe this company should be shut down though, like for real.
We had one strategy to rely on. Have a splash hit
That's
with a
so...
2009
That
mobile
sucks.
game, then try to coast off its popularity for as long as you can.
It's Finnish. No, it's the Urmagurd. You know the Urmagurd meme, you idiot? No, it's this one with the girl. Look, I bet you I can find it right now with Batman. There, literally there. It just doesn't have the impact on it.
This is a strategy that simply can't last more than a few years, which is what we saw with Angry Birds. By 2015, the impact and brand power of Angry Birds was all but dead. The thought of wearing an Angry Birds t-shirt or owning an Angry Birds plushie was no longer the exciting...
Chat, what is the most popular marketable mascot right now? What is the most popular mascot that you can think of? Don't say Minions, because it isn't Minions. I don't even mean that as a snide, like it's not Minions. Among Us, okay. Unironically, it might be Among Us. That I was not thinking of Among Us. Pikachu, yeah, true. So true, Trainwrecks, cocaine. Yeah, Capybara, shut up. No, it's like something a company made. Superman? Probably not really. I'm thinking about something that appeals to like China and stuff as well, not just the West. I wonder if Among Us is in China. Probably. Among Us is probably one of the biggest ones though, because that is like one of the most marketable. That's one of the most marketable. Because it's so simple to draw. It's a little spaceman guy.
And novel concept it was in 2010.
Bro, there was so much Among Us art when the game came out. Holy shit.
As the company was tanking, they did receive their saving grace in 2016, the Angry Birds movie. Thanks to the animated movie appeal for kids, as well as a star-studded cast with faces like Bill Hader and Danny McBride, the
Bill Hader? They got Barry in it? Oh my god.
movie did quite well, earning $352 million against a $73 million budget.
That's really good. That is really good. I'm actually surprised the budget was that small for an animated film.
The second movie, however, released in 2019, earned $152 million.
It's over.
Less than half of what the first movie made. Also, in 2019, the company potentially put the nail in the coffin of any hope for regaining success. They made one of the biggest possible mistakes, which dramatically put off the few remaining loyal fans of the franchise. They had removed the old Angry Birds games from mobile phones without any warning. This means that if you had an Angry Birds game on an older device, suddenly, one day, you were completely unable to play it. It's not a surprise why...
Thank you, Swing, for the month.
They did this. The company was in shambles, only barely hanging on to a small bump in popularity thanks to a successful first movie. Now, their only hope towards profitability was pushing fans to their newer, more lucrative games, rife with
This is like... I love when games do this, by the way, when companies do this, when they unlist the original game to get you to buy, like, the more recent ones. And it just, like, you do actually, like, fuck over your diehard fans. Like, Dark Souls did it. They unlisted the original Dark Souls on Steam. You can't get that anymore. You gotta buy the shitty remastered one where people could get into your PC and put, like, a rat on there. They did it with Skyrim as well. Skyrim, the original Skyrim got removed, unlisted off of Steam, so you had to buy the enhanced one. And that was the worst thing Bethesda did. Do you know how many mods I had on OG Skyrim that weren't compatible with the remaster edition? That stopped me playing Skyrim. The fact that they did that. And Dead Island. Yeah, Dead Island was kind of mid anyway, though, to be fair. Thank you, Dumbledore, for joining. And there... 500 points to Slytherin for taking off Dark Souls on Steam.
Microtransactions. This was just one more misstep from a company that had failed to do anything right by their fan base. After intense backlash from the now small Angry Birds community, they released an apology.
What mods? Oh, no, I forgot.
Dear fans, the old Angry Birds games are some of the most loved, downloaded and known games in the world. We know. We're so proud to have made them, and we are
Harry Potter, did you put no games into the PlayStation 5?
overwhelmingly happy that they've meant so much to you. But then, we took...
I will give 1 point to Slytherin for every Slytherin house member that has a well-wrote character arc. 0 points to Slytherin.
...them out of circulation and didn't say anything, and that let you down. Not cool.
Slytherin house members be like, I'm a bully. And that's it. That's it.
We promise our heart was in the right place. We wanted to focus on building new and even better games to serve our players in the best possible way going forward. Now, Rovio is doing the only thing left to do for a dying franchise. They're re-releasing the original Angry Birds for devices and consoles. At this point, the only hope for the company is in relying on the nostalgia factor.
How Netflix lost everything, and you got Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey wasn't even convicted, was he? But yeah, reputation just still completely ruined. Harry Potter, I will give 1 point to Gryffindor for every game the PlayStation 5 has, with the exception of Astro's Playhouse. 0 points to Gryffindor. You know what I should do? I should buy a PlayStation 5 for every game the PS5 has. So I'm not going to buy one.
Hey Pyro, I'm pretty sure that Wojak was douchebag from that one Flash game. Brexit was devastating. Here you go, buy yourself a lovely 2 for you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because I've got a podcast to do in an hour.
Hey, Pyro. Glad to be able to show up for a stream. I had actually dipped out during the 2020 chairs, but I finally came back in 2022. I'm very glad to see you're doing well. Stay on that grind, champ.
Thank you, Chimera. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream here because I gotta do the podcast with Colossal is old, Dolan old, Nerd old, because they're all old men. They're all very old men. Old men. Honestly, I should leave, to be honest. I should just start my own podcast and just have me on it. Just have me on it. Before I leave, though, anyone, any topics you guys want me to talk about on To Be Honest today? Any topics? Boomercast? It actually is a Boomercast. Will there be a video on the live channel? Oh, yeah. There's going to be a video on the live channel. There's going to be a video on the live channel right now. I need to get that out.
Thank you, my favorite fat foo YouTuber.
Why does it fat fur and it says fat foo? Why does it do that? I should commission some art. All right. Okay.